everybody, this is Jerry Garrett's and Tabea Law. Happy to be here. Happy to have you guys with me today. We're going to go ahead and do part 3 of a series. Why is the USCIS fast-tracking green cards and work permits these days? And so before we get there, I'll talk a little bit. I'll continue my discussion on actually submitting the file and what needs to go in that file, and some tips on submitting your family-based spouse green card application. Hi guys, welcome back. Before we get started, let me remind you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to this channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so that you can get notifications of future videos. And so today we're going to continue our journey towards filing a green card application, family-based, spouse. And by the way, you don't need an attorney. You can do this by yourself. Of course, I do this all the time. This is what I do. I am an immigration attorney, licensed in California. And this is federal law, so I practice all 50 states. So let's continue. We talked about in part 1 the table of contents, or the cover letter, which lays out basically everything that's going to be in the file. Again, I don't do the online. It's pretty difficult and a lot of mistakes. Whatever, it's just tougher. I still am old-fashioned and do the mail-in, which we've got a good track record with our mail-ins. Big old manila envelope with all the documents that go in there. Table of contents, and you, of course, have your forms that you have to do. And I submit all the forms at once. I don't piecemeal it. I don't see any sense. You're just going to delay the process if you do the I-130 and then a month later do the I-45 and whatever. As far as I'm concerned, you're going to delay it, and you got a chance of it going to the wrong place and whatever else. You're going to want to put all the forms in one file and mail it out. That's going to be your I-130, your I-130A, your I-131 travel documents, your I-1765, that's for your work permit, your I-485, that's for your adjustment of status, your I-864, that's going to be for your support. And okay, so let's continue. So I have my table of contents. I have my forms laid out. Of course, you're going to have your checks in there. You're going to have your 2x2 passport pics. And you're going to have your evidence. We talked a little bit about evidence. It could be exhibits. What I generally do, I usually have 15 to 20 or more exhibits. Part of proving that it's a bona fide real marriage. That's the crux of the situation. Of course, you're going to have of your marriage-based green card application is proven it's not fraud, because the officers are looking for fraud. There is so much marriage fraud in immigration law. It's amazing. And the reason why is because it's easiest to get your green card through marriage and fastest. But anyways, so they're looking for fraud. So you want to send pictures, marriage pictures, whatever, proving that it's real, that you really do love each other. It's not just, you're not just, you didn't get married fraudulently just to get a green card. And that's a no-no. It's a big no-no. Don't do that. They're going to generally find out anyways. And then you'll be barred from the country. You don't want to do that. So, okay. Let's go into evidence. So other pieces of evidence that we haven't already talked about, you're looking at proving that it's a real marriage. So more than just pictures and love letters. You're looking at utility bills. You're looking at lease agreements. You want to show that you're living together, right? That you have the same bank accounts, that you have the same, that you both purchase a car, both your names are on insurances, life insurances, all that stuff. So anything that you can think of that a normal, real marriage has, you're going to want to show proof of that. And the more proof, the better. You want to overwhelm the immigration officer with the fact that this is a real marriage. So they look at all this stuff and they say, okay, let's just move forward. This is good. You don't want them looking and saying, well, where's the pictures of the wedding? Where's the utility bills? And these guys aren't married. Really, it's fraud. Looks like fraud. You don't want them doing that. You don't want them to send you an RFE saying, we want more evidence. Like you say you got kids, show me pictures of the kids, or whatever. All right. You say you went on this honeymoon, spectacular honeymoon. Where's the pictures? You said you had this year and a half of engagement or whatever, then show me love letters, love texts, love emails, whatever. So you want to have all that stuff in there. Other items include letters affidavits from friends and family testifying that this is a real marriage. We saw them meet, however they met, online, whatever, and it blossomed into an engagement and then now marriage. And they didn't do it just to get a green card. It's real. They did it because they want to spend the rest of their lives together. They love each other. And we'll talk more next time. We still haven't even touched the 864, which is the affidavit of support, and the kind of evidence that you're going to need for that. So let's go ahead and let me answer the question here. The main question here was, why is the USCIS fast-tracking green cards and work permits these days? Well, in my opinion, the reason is because they got behind in COVID-19, and they're trying to catch up. So now, instead of a year and a half for your green card or 6 or 7 months for your work permit, I'm getting permits in 3 months or less. That means you can start working. The immigrant can start working before they get their green card, okay? And then also green cards themselves, right? 7, 8 months without interviews. And I believe that that's happening because the USCIS is just trying to get caught up because they got so far behind in COVID-19, which is understandable. Okay, let me read our verse today and we'll be done. And then we'll continue the series. We'll be in part 4 next time, okay? So be looking out for that. The Bible says in Genesis 3:2, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. That's it for today. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.